Michael Powell. I'm here to represent Coast to Coast Concrete and Masonry, where we believe in giving our customers the best deals on all facets of our top-of-the-line concrete and masonry products. We have served the greater New Orleans area as well as some parts of North Shore for the remainder of the last 30 years. We go from remodeling homes to a welcoming oasis. We do elevations as well as commercial projects. In everything we do, we offer to give you guys the best service and top-of-the-line quality. And we also offer a complete line of outdoor kitchens specializing in stamped and stained concrete as well as decorative outlaid concrete. Thank you so much.
Y'all, I'm Rashonda Blanks, and thank y'all for tuning in on the Real Talk Show with Rashonda Blanks, WUPL My 54. First of all, I want to thank God for getting us up today and getting out here. We're doing a segment on the community, helping our community with empowerment, construction, building the American dream, taking broken homes and making them whole, fixing them up, and we also, the company that we're about to film with, they also provide outreach meaning convicted felons looking for second chances, looking for jobs. Once they get out of jail, they end up right back on the streets with no way to get a job, no way to work. What happens when somebody's not busy? And when they're not busy, they get caught up into things. So we are promoting how we help people with second chances, criminals, people that just getting out of prison. We help them with jobs. We help them with Revelation, Glorious Climax, social service and street outreach. CEO Rashonda Blanks. We're doing things in our community to empower the business world, entertainment world, communities, families, and friends. Contact us if you want to get your kids in a program to keep them out of trouble, keep them from reaching death way too early and being exposed too much. As you can see, that the background, they have the workers out here. I will let you get footage from just one of the workers to find out how their life changed after they found a job. They're not able to get caught up into the streets to get in trouble. So that's what we are doing. You know, we're branching out with different parishes. Actually, we branched out with the parish president who will be running for election time this year. And we want to, all collaborate and empowering our nation, having positive deposits to enter into our nation with jobs, with empowerment, with outreach, with entertainment. So you all stay tuned with us. Thank y'all, Rashonda Blanks. spokesperson for Coast to Coast Concrete and Masonry Company, Michael Powell, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, correct. Michael Powell, thank you so much for coming on the show. And like I said, we are building platforms to create jobs, to help. You know, we complain about the crimes and the problems, but what about the solutions? What about the jobs? What about the tools? What about the instruments that we need our young people that may be reaching death way too early, or being exposed to too much, or just coming out of prison, or just graduating from school and want to make an honest dollar, you know? So the company, we're working, and all this plays a part. It mixes with the outreach, the empowerment, and everything, because our young people have to also be empowered to go out there to work. And the first thing they're saying, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book or put it in a pair of work boots. But we are here to show the impossible possible, overcoming the impossible. We reversing what the enemy have planned. They plan for us to not look for something because it's in a pair of work boots. What would you have to say as a spokesperson for the Coast to Coast Concrete and Masonry Company?
Okay. First of all, I like to say that urban outreach is something that must be mandated. It's something that we've got to do in order to make sure that we have a healthy society for the kids that are coming up, because we have to look at it like we were once kids, and to be in a life where you know you're an adult, you got to take place in things. And right now we're working on some things in tandem with the governments around to make sure that we have people to be taken care of by having jobs. That's something out here for us to look forward to.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Michael. That was a beautiful speech, and I think you were the greatest spokesperson, you know, speaking on behalf of the company. How do you know Lawrence Otis?
Actually, stepson to the family. Been doing it for the longest. Dad's been doing it for over 35 years now. So we had a lot of work going on, from as far as San Jose, California to Florida. This world.
Okay, all right, so we're going to go over here. We at the workplace, y'all. We empowering our young men and our guys to get out here and work. We're going to come and hear from the owner himself, Lawrence Otis. How you doing?
Yeah, that's how we do. Brandon Knox photography and video. See y'all later.
do it first. All right. 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 All right.
himself, Mr. Lawrence Otis. Can you, well, Michael just explained, he was just a spokesperson, he just explained what you guys have to offer from coast to coast. Can we hear it from you yourself, Mr. Lawrence?
Yes. I'm known of Coast to Coast Concrete and Masonry. I've been in business for over 35 years. I've performed work from the Lake Observatory to Diablo Canyon there in California, to the arena, San Jose Sharks Arena, as well as throughout Florida, as well as now we're here on the North Shore, our office located at 34650 Slidell.
Okay, Mr. Lawrence, as I was speaking earlier in the segment about the visit that I had with the parish president and councilman, because they're running and everything, and like I said, I wanted us to run a lot of things together with the construction work, you know, with the American Dream, building platforms for work to create jobs and stuff like that. You missed the show that we did with the parish president, but if there was anything that you had to say to our communities and to branch out with the parish presidents or whoever, what would you have to say to them?
I would like to say that, you know, in this day and time, we're living in a time where we know that everybody do not get a college education. We know we have a lot of kids who have dropped out of school, especially in our race of people. We have a lot of people coming in and out of prison, coming back and forth from jails. We'd like to curtail it by offering them a job, giving them a skilled job, instead of offering them prison and jail. I am here to help them, those that want to help themselves. And as far as the parish, I think Jefferson Parish should be one of the first leader forerunners in rehabbing our young men back to a workforce. We know that nowadays everybody seems to be with the flag of everything is gangster lean, but we are not gangster lean, we are construction lean. We're leaning towards the future of repairing and rebuilding families.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And as you can see, just come over with me a little. We're going to hear from one of the workers. I want to find out how you guys doing. Y'all tuned in on the Real Talk Show with Rashana Blank. I would like to talk with you, Mr. Malcolm. And what I want to know, young brother, what made you make the choice? Because like I said, Satan comes with a choice. What made you make the choice to come out and provide a day's work for yourself and stay on the street slinging and banging? Because we want our people that's watching to know that Revelation Glorious Climax, coast to coast, people in the community, we are doing things to help empower our youth. You know, so what made you decide to come to work instead of go sell drugs or go find a crime to commit or a law to break? What made you?
It made me work instead of stay on the street. On the street, I mean, yeah, you get your grind on and all this, but at the time you get caught, you got a lot of years to do.
Okay, can you speak a little louder so they can hear you? Because I want our people to really hear this, how we are trying.
Like, my first time actually coming to work, I really didn't want to do it. I was making fast money on the street, so that's what I really wanted to do. But after I went to jail and came back home and realized every time I touch drugs, I go to jail. Now what they're saying was, I'd rather do what I do best, and work. And that's what I do now for my father. And coast to coast, this is what made me today. I don't sell drugs, I don't do drugs, I work, and I make it happen.
Wow, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, people. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to come this way to hear from one of our other young men that's working for Coast to Coast. And it's so wonderful to be interacting with our young people, a young teen out here on the job site. His name is Trevon. It just makes me feel so good to know how God is snatching our lives out of the enemy hands every day, every day. What about yourself do you love, Trevon? As being a teen out here with the bullying in school, the peer pressure and stuff like that, what is a positive deposit as a teenager? How old are you?
14.
You're 14 years old. What is a positive deposit as a teenager that you can enter into our nation? What can you say positive to our watchers on TV this morning to empower not only the old people, the young people, but our teens, our generation of this day and time? What can you say to it?
It's not hard, but you see people trying to make it out here and everything. Like, life is not that easy. You gotta move on.
Move on. Okay, what can you say about what can you say about choosing to work to get a job? Because that's our PowerPoint. What can you say about choosing to work instead of being on the street slinging and banging or going rob or break into cars or commit a crime or break a law? Is it better to get a job? Is it better to try to work and make honest dollar, or is it better the street way? What choice would you make?
Make an honest dollar.
Make an honest dollar. And how you go about doing that? What can you tell our young people? How do they go about making an honest dollar?
You gotta learn.
Okay. And you gotta learn. Well, how did you learn?
My dad.
From your dad? Okay. All right. And how can you explain a little bit of that to us, Siobhan?
He been teaching me a lot. Like around since I was a young kid. He been giving me, everybody in the family. He appreciates that. I've been learning since I was a young boy. Now since I was growing up, I've been knowing everything.
Yes.
Everything that changed my life. And I've been making good changes to myself.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I thank you so much for tuning in with us, because it takes, a lot of people are not focusing on our youth and to hear from y'all. And I'm the one that created, that platform and carrying God's vision and the agenda to empower you guys to keep y'all from making the same mistakes that we made. And I just want you to know that we will keep working with you all. Thanks for tuning in with the Real Talk Show with Rashonda Blanks. Shout out to my co-host Dorian Bayham, Bayou Divas, owner of Picture Me Rolling. Peace out.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Mike?
And the thing I love the most about this is be able to interact inside of the community, interact with our people, that's out here, living real life in the city of New Orleans. We're going to hear from James about what's the difference in coming out to work and being on the streets. What would you say is the difference in working and being on the street?
The difference is working, being on the streets. Once you working, you don't have to duck the police, you don't have to duck people. You're safe, and you feel good about your money because it's not fast and it make you save you money more. When you're making fast money on the street, the money just don't matter. You blow it up in any kind of way, and then you take advantage of your chance. But with this, you're free and you remain free.
Exactly, absolutely. And this is what we want to produce. We want to produce, the purpose of this show and this platform is to produce good peer pressure. So this is the things that we are doing in the community. Now, James is an ex-convict. You mind sharing that, James? Okay. How many years did you do in prison?
15.
You did 15 years. Wow, 15 years of your life was taken away. If you could change something about that, to talk to our young people that may be coming up, because I'm going to show you were a teenager when you went to prison, correct? Okay, how old were you when you went to prison? 16 years old and got a 15-year sentence or 20-year sentence? And got a 15-year sentence and had to do 15 years of your life in prison. So what would you say to Revelation Glorious Climax and a Real Talk Show with Rashonda Blanks? What positive deposit would you have to enter into our nation on television right now?
The positive deposit, I would say that a lot of people say that jail change you, make you a better person, but that's not true. Once you enter back in society and get around positive people, that's what make you a better person.
Oh, okay, all right. Now, if a young male was to be watching this show, a parent that's a parent of a young male that may be going through problems in school, or they may be in a detention center or a detention home, or maybe going down the wrong road, what would you have to say to that young youth, or that parent or that grandparent that may be watching the show early this morning, because the youngsters probably sleep?
The thing I would say, I said to the parents to never give up and keep that courage. And just try to keep on talking and talking. Sooner or later, it'll sink in. Because, once you're headed for destruction, you're headed for destruction. Trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out. So, they're really not hurting themselves, they're really hurting the parents. So once they realize what they're doing, put a smile on their parents' face and feel good about the things that they're doing that's positive, they'll learn to live better.
Absolutely, James. And I forgot to ask you a question about if it was someone you could collaborate with. Who would that be?
Not collaborate. I don't really know right now. Because I'm like an anti-social person. I So really, I do better collaborate with myself.
Oh, okay. Focusing on yourself. That's the main thing too. That's another thing we want to talk about is self. Finding yourself in yourself, because you are the one that have the answers. This will be some homework for our people that may be watching. Ask your kids this question. Parents, ask yourself this question. What do we, not do we love ourselves, not do we love ourselves, but what do we love about ourselves? So I end this segment on that note today. To all our watchers that may be watching, what do you love about yourselves? Thank you for tuning in on the Real Talk Show with Rashonda Bloom.
Them pots up, I'm raw. I'm riding. Girl, I beat them blocks up when I heat them pots up. 40 cal Glock, I've been running from coppers. But right now, nigga, I'm ruling from coppers.
No such thing as new slaves, cause it never ended. Slaves still do exist, it just looks different. There is no such thing as kinda sorta sinning. Lies come straight from the lips, so watch who you kissing. I thought my ex was the only fish, but now I'm gone fishing. Why do they have mostly black people in the prisons? Why does it take till you're dead for people to listen? There is only one God, but so many religions. Read between the lines before you call it dissing. Get that job money, drug money, and anything in between. The world is in its own revelation is unfolding. Black power, white power, who pulled the plug? Why everywhere I go, people ask me if I got some drugs. I ain't got no weed, I ain't got no crack, I ain't got no pills. Now homie, fall back. Why did they kill Tupac? Why did they kill B.I.G.? Why am I asking questions like this? Is it my turn for them to kill me? The truth needs to be heard. Jesus was black, any argument is absurd. Send the B-I-B-L-E. Money became a god to a lot except for me. I'm just speaking on facts, you ain't gotta believe me. Why there's still wars being fought and paid for? What's the point of a straight man killing a gay man for? Or what's the use of a bully to get what he wants without a toolie? America is the biggest joke, you cannot fool me. I'm representing in 3 colors, red, white, and blue. Victim of police brutality, beat me red, white, and blue. And I still beat the case. You will always be separated by race. The money is a paper chase, so just keep running. Murders daily in New Orleans, I hear guns drumming. 20 shot in one day, people act like it's nothing. They trying to ban guns, but the gun's still busting. World War III already started, you ain't even know. This is fact, not fiction. No lies on the flow. But I'm much more smarter than any Android phone. I wish my life was straight. All I need is a comb. Nowadays I look up in the sky and all I see is drones. I Robot was a movie, now it's in your home. I don't watch TV, but I got 2 in my home. Do what thou wilt, cause I can and I'm grown. I'ma keep spitting the truth until I'm skull and bones. Teacher having sex with students, now why would they do this? Rappers dressing all gay, and that trend is so foolish. I ain't never been shy, I ain't never been scared, but I had my heart broken twice. Worse than a Mike Tyson jail. But I'm back on some new stuff, jewelry and new bucks. Made to be kissed, lock all the donkeys up. I don't fear no one, cause they bleed like this one. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for listening. The one and only Knox. Listen. It's here. I'm just gonna speak the truth. It feels like the 4th of July. To you who's listening.
make sure you go out and vote for Charles Jr.
And I want y'all to vote for Charles Jr. for Parish President.
Vote for Charles Jr.